Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Arch Manning. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Running inside, it's Smothers. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
These RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. There's a crease. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Sayin on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Now here's Saying. Touchdown, Ohio State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning.
Did you know there's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%? Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. It removes 99% of grease and grime in half the time. Dawn Power Wash has 3 cleaning boosters not found in traditional dish soaps that remove food and grease 5 times faster.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Julian with the play fake. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Myers left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying back to the air. Going to take a shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Running to Green. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
See a start.
Big runs like this is a total.
I got a whisper for
Obviously, the back has to find the hole.
Wife sleep.
But you got to have everybody around them doing their job
Shit,
to make it a
more
good play.
realistic, but
And everybody
confused.
around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, first and goal from the 3. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Shit, you gotta just do
Tries again to get it in.
shit like that.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break attack.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into. And there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Smith with the grab over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Arch Madness. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. Right on target this time. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It smothers. Maybe a crease. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you've got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. means Ohio State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to him. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Fires to the tight end. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He'll throw it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, say it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Jackson. Across the 25. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Saying from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Buckeye! Fitted in the window for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He might want another play. Manning. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's Arch to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's open. Right down the gut of the field. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get... Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Manning on play action. Extending the play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The run inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Sayin to throw. He's going to take off. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Sayin, here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Again, it's Sayin. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Manning to throw. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Manning. Coleman open on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires deep toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Rice Owls.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they
breaks into the open. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
just burning them up, man. Just Keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production like great Texas running backs of old.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll be stopped right there. He put him in the spin cycle and got 7. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing Manning. Pulls it in. It's Smothers. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Look out, he's got room.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Give to the running back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Say it. The throw. Finds his big tight end.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. To throw, Manning keeps looking downfield. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He slings it deep to the left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense in a bunch formation. Pulls and fires complete. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jackson. Maybe some room here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance. Seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Going to the run. It's Jackson. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone at an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, the defense. Well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Arch Madness. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Townsend. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 3rd and 7. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Manning from the gun on 3rd down.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Makes a move. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to throw. It's Manning. On target. Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking outside, it's Smothers. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Manning. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding some room. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Texas offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turning it on. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to ride this running back, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Buying some time. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love